Welcome to a zerok match between, in the blue, Pro Randy with a Nomad, or also known as Recon Commander as Spider Factory, versus Izirayd, I don't know, with Engineer Commander as Spiders as well. And both of them going for just a couple of fleas at first. 2 fleas for Randy, 3 for Izirayd. And then both going into Weaver. Weaver is of course quite an expensive constructor, with like 170 cost. And because of that it does have 7.5 build power, while normal constructors of course only have 5. And of course is able to like traverse every type of terrain. Getting a quick Lotus up is a good idea as spiders, especially if you're up against spiders, because those of course take down fleas very quickly. And you've killed 2 of them right now, I think 1 with the Commander and 1 with the Lotus. So, I mean, didn't really get the money's worth out of the Lotus yet. And it does of course slow you down a little bit. But yeah, I mean, it's still a good idea, I'd say. Getting up energy income over here is nice. Going for just a single solar panel at first is an interesting idea. Normally I'd do something like this, just like Izirayd did, and that is to like get up wind generators on this hill, even though they don't allow for like immediate overdrive. They do still like have the benefit of being wind generators and also like being up on the hill already, which is why I like to like start this map with like wind generators there. But I guess the solar collector, depending on what the starting wind was, is better. So, quick expansion by Izirayd into the middle with a Weaver, and going into the sides with their Commander, while Pro Randy did what I think is like the more standard play, and taking the Commander to the middle and expanding over here, rather than with a Constructor, because Constructors are a lot easier to push with just a couple of units compared to the Commander. But yeah, I mean, in a spider mirror it might not be a bad idea, just because, well, spiders are, in my opinion, not the best for like pushing commanders, just because venoms, they're relatively expensive for like just a raider, and they can't really stun lock commander and die quite easily. While like for instance the Scorcher, only 120 cost, pretty much the same HP I believe. I think it's like 720 HP compared to the 740 for the Venom. And has like more DPS, I think, right? I think so, yeah. So more DPS, almost same HP and less expensive, so they are able to like push constructors or commanders better. So yeah, I mean, yeah, in this case going for like just constructor in the middle is probably not a bad idea, but you still don't really have the backup of your commander, which allows Randy to take this middle point, which still is like 3 metal. Yep, 3 metal indeed. So, sides are not actually being conquered by Randy at base. Interesting. Still has the better economy, because of course they have these 2 metal extractors, which is a total of 6 metal, while Izirayd only has the 1 right here, which is 3 as well. But if they can fortify this position, it's quite good for them. Just because that sets them up better for late game. This is something you can always like get up later, because it's not really where your enemy will be expanding into. While the middle, of course, is something both players would like. Also the reason why people tend to skip this metal extractor. Because they can get to the center quickly, and then get this one up later when they need it. Or when they have the time for it, I guess. So, 6 Venoms versus, well, 6 Venoms, but they're spread out and a little bit late to the party. Pro Randy does have the way better attrition right now, for like 287 metal versus 100 metal. And now 314. Wow! I mean, yeah, that's great and all. It looks very bad for Izirayd, like 314%, but it's only like 200 metal. They both kept everything alive pretty much. Over here, the Weaver is being pushed. Well, like, this position is being pushed by the commander. And is not something that Pro Randy will be able to like deal with, at least right now. Because they have all of the Venoms over here and they need to keep them there. Because otherwise these Venoms from Izirayd will move in. I don't remember how many Venoms you need to like stun lock the commander, but I think it's like 3 or 4. In which case this would be enough. But I don't think they will be able to like get in without losing one. Especially because there are already 2 damaged Venoms in here. Stun locking the Lotus, not a great idea. Especially because commander is still attacking you and moving back. Okay. Danger, danger, danger. There are 12 Venoms going into your base. Getting up a red pack, it's not a bad idea, but that doesn't work well against Venoms, at least not in these quantities. This is enough to just push in here, like kill the factory maybe. Stun locking red pack, stun locking Venom. Venom does have AoE, I believe, for its stuns, and yeah, well, Venoms on both sides being stunned. Let's just do it like this, because that way it looks better, right? No, it doesn't, but still. I'm going to do it. And yep, okay, all Venoms go down for both parties, pretty much. I mean, these Venoms could have still, like, pushed these two, and probably taken down the Redback. But with the reinforcements being very close by for Randy, they probably didn't want to, like, chance it. And are now expanding over here. I said your enemy won't likely expand over there, but that's still true. But if you don't take it at all and don't defend it, yeah, they will still take it because it's economy, and you should always take economy. Okay, this is going to be very interesting if it worked. Already like 10 Hermit. They're not too expensive, they're assault units for the Spider Factory, and they could push this, and I think that's what Izirayd is planning to do. Also expanding on top side, trying to get up economy over here. Lucky they didn't lose their commander, I'd say. And okay, Hermits are coming in. Let's see how well they work. Hermits, of course, being assaults, have quite a lot of HP, will not be able to take down the commander because it's too quick for them. And are doing their best over here. Seems like the Venom is stunning their own units with the AoE. And actually, Nomad, you should watch out a little bit. I know you can jump away, but it doesn't mean that you will successfully jump away. Okay, you're trying, and Venoms will back you up. So, Pro Randy managed to get this position, but lost it once again. And now because Izirayd has top position, like north side of the map and also southwest, the economy for Izirayd is way better. Even though they don't have the middle, where there are like the extra good metal extractors, which have like 50% more metal income. But losing like these metal extractors, losing a couple of wind generators, that's way more important than those 3 metal extractors in the middle, of which Pro Randy only has 2, not even all 3. A little bit sloppy, I'd say that Izirayd doesn't have the like metal extractor in the corner over here. But I mean, shouldn't really matter too much. Hermits right here are not going to be too successful against Venoms. Because of course Venoms are relatively good at maneuvering, so we'll dodge most of the Hermit shots. But, I don't know. Right now, Recluse, there are only 2. Does have a couple of redbacks over here. I don't really know how Pro Randy is going to come back from this. I mean, they really should just have these metal extractors if they want to win, but they don't. So, over here, this commander is still in quite a bit of danger. Only 2 Recluse, so it doesn't go down quickly, but, I mean, still. These units from Izirayd should be able to overpower Randy in the center, and they have enough Venoms to stun lock the commander, which should actually just keep it from jumping away as well, but didn't stun lock it in time. So, does once again push Pro Randy out of center, or at least out of the south center. And reclaim over here, there's 2000. I don't see Izirayd going for that, honestly. I don't think they have reclaimed like anything pretty much. Are they reclaiming over here? They will not yet. Alright, so redbacks moving in. That's dangerous because if they move in here, indeed, that would force the commander to jump this way, where, well, Izirayd's reinforcement will be. And this is like 5 redbacks. That's still quite dangerous, even though some of them are damaged. Sitting just on the other side of the hill also doesn't allow the Recluse to hit you. They'll try their best, but they won't be able to. And there goes 2 redbacks. That's not great. Oh well. So, 5 Hermits in the center for Izirayd. Still. I mean, I don't really see a way for Pro Randy to come back. Honestly, I don't. But, well, actually, maybe I do. Reclaim, but that would be the only way. Because Recluse are also coming out for Izirayd right now, which means that attrition will slowly but surely, like, become very much in favor of Izirayd. Because, of course, being skirmishers, that's what Recluse are best at. Taking things down from range without being damaged themselves. That means that this position should be compromised. And you don't get up this geothermal, right? Oh well. Anyways, Randy, once again, going to try and go into the center? No, he's not. Alright, that's what I thought. So, overdrive for Izirayd way better, and that allows them to have like such a good economy. Because, yeah, I mean, they do still have like 10 more base income compared to Randy. But right now they have like 20 or 30 metal income more. And right now, even the center is lost for Randy. And, I mean, that's the only position they really had, right? They lost this position quite early on. But they will be able to take it down, or like, take it back. And that's why I don't really like the fact that Izirayd continued to produce this geothermal. Oh well, it was a choice, and maybe they didn't have like the attention for it, just because they were focused on something else, like the middle. And alright, Weavers, one went down, the other one won't. Did Randy's commander go down? It seems like it. They don't have storage. That's why I say that. I mean, I missed it, but it seems to have gone down right over here. So maybe it even happened when it was on screen, but I still missed it. Wow, I'm blind in that case. So, that means 3 metal income lost for Randy, and they will never get that back. And the Recluse army is like better for Izirayd as well. General income is better. And I don't think Izirayd is going to allow Randy to get a lot of reclaim. I mean, the reclaim over here, that's like almost 2000. Here there is still 500. But I don't think Izirayd is going to allow Randy to get that. Recluse fighting each other, and because the numbers are in favor of Izirayd, yeah, I really don't see a way for Pro Randy to come back. The only way would be to like get up a lot of weavers and reclaim a lot in order to like get the economy back on track. But I mean, yeah, no, that doesn't work. Not while there are so many units out on the field for Izirayd. Also, I'd say it's a bit sloppy that Randy didn't first focus this. I mean, they're doing so with 1 picket, which is slow. And there we get a couple of fleas. Fleas are of course good against Recluse, because, well, they're really fast and raiders, and these rockets don't home. So yes, they're good against Recluse. So... but you're not actually going for the Recluse, you're going for the geothermal. I mean, that's a good idea, don't get me wrong. But yeah, the reason why I still don't even like the flea switch is because one venom can take down like 100 fleas. Not all at once, of course, but still. Same thing with Ratback. And that's still something that Pro Randy had a couple of. And there we go, venom, like 3 shots and all of those fleas went down. So yes, against the Recluse they're good, but like 1 or 2 venoms or ratbacks just completely counters it. But now, Weavers coming out, and first they will construct a stinger. Afterwards they will reclaim everything that's over here. Randy, you keep fighting, but don't you know that it's over? I really wonder. A couple of hermits are pushing this. I don't think 3 hermits are strong enough to like push a stinger. And okay, that's something that Izirayd thinks as well. So, Recluse versus Recluse still. And even though numbers are still way in favor for Izirayd, Randy doesn't take bad fights because they have the Recluse spread out, which means that a lot of the shots from Izirayd miss. And that's something that Izirayd can't really do because they are like forced to stay in like this small area. But Pro Randy also now says GG. So, well done that you made it this far into the video. Consider watching the video in your lower left, but that's all I'm going to have for you today, and I'll see you in another video. Bye. That economy was way better for Izirayd, even though they didn't start out by like taking the center.